Good morning. In the past several weeks, one of the major conversations that I see or hear are all talking about masks on Facebook and face-to-face conversations. Everybody's talking about masks. And I'm going to withhold my personal opinion on masks, except to say I do believe that they are good for stopping the spread of bad breath. I pulled into a parking lot one time to meet some people, and there was a lady sitting there in the car, and she had a mask on, and her hair was a little longer than normal. I had no idea who she was until she started talking to me. Throughout my life, we have worn masks to hide our identity until this pandemic came along, and now we wear masks to try and protect ourselves and each other. I want to read something real short here in Hebrews chapter 13, first 2 verses. Hebrew writer says, "Keep on loving each other as brothers. Do not forget to entertain strangers, for by doing so, some people have entertained angels without knowing it." Hebrew writer tells us that we don't always know, even without a mask, who we are talking to, who we are entertaining, who we're showing hospitality to. And I really believe that the Lord takes it very personal about how we treat other people. I want to read Matthew chapter 25, beginning in verse 31. And I'm only going to read half of this discussion here because the other half is just the opposite. And you'll understand as I read this. "When the Son of Man comes in his glory, and all the angels with him, he will sit on his throne in heavenly glory. All the nations will be gathered before him, and he will separate the people one from another, as a shepherd separates the sheep from the goats. He will put the sheep on his right and the goats on his left. Then the king will say to those on the right, 'Come ye who are blessed by my Father, take your inheritance, the kingdom prepared for you since the creation of the world. For I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger, and you invited me in. I needed clothes, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you looked after me. I was in prison, and you came to visit.' Then the righteous will answer him, 'Lord, when did we see you hungry and feed you, or thirsty and give you something to drink? When did we see you a stranger and invite you in, or needing clothes and clothe you? When did we see you sick or in prison and go to visit you?' The king will reply, 'I tell you the truth, whenever you did for one of the least of these brothers of mine, you did for me.'" Be safe. Stay well out there.